Fire Punch, Chapter 12. It's the ocean. Almost all of the oceans on Earth have frozen over. But this area has a lot of natural hot springs, so it hasn't frozen. Okay then. Here we have our camera girl, and as you can see, the train stopped in its usual fashion. So she was able to survive. Thank God. Your hair and skin color are like mine, so it won't be filming you anymore. Take the camera back. Our hero's head has been wrapped in fireproof cloth and locked up in that cage over there. He'll be making his appearance soon. With the blue of the ocean in the background, it should make the red of our hero stand out even more. The ocean and the red of flames are both symbols of life, so we'll be capturing them together. And again, I wanna say, Fujimoto has a way of paneling things that makes it look like a film. His paneling is very storyboard-esque. I mean, obviously you would storyboard your manga, don't get me wrong. You would 100% everybody always storyboards their manga, but I'm talking storyboard in a sense of for film and animation. Not a storyboard for manga, but a storyboard for film and animation. Camera girl, make sure you get this. Aren't explosions dangerous? Nope. Here it goes. Boom. His face flew out. Sploosh. Splashes into the ocean. Some shrapnel hit me. I knew they were dangerous. Ow, 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 ow. His head fell in the ocean. Now what? Without oxygen, his regenerative powers will be weakened, and since he's only a head, he might die. The bubbles. Run and film it. Sploosh. And Acne resurfaces. He's on fire. He's on fire. Cool panel. What is this place? Where am I? Make sure you get his face and his upper body. Don't film anything below his waist. Yeah, don't film anything below his waist, please. Please. Do you know which direction Behem Dork is? What's your name? Hey, do you know or not? What's your name? It's Acne. Which way do I go to Behem Dork? Why are you on fire? Don't it hurt? And Acne walks away. Fireman, mind if I tag along? Don't. Hey, camera girl, film him, film him. But he told us not to follow him. Who cares? I care. Don't follow me. Why are you on fire? Can't you put the fire out? What is it you're after? I love the fact that Fujimoto is covering his ass with 2 speech bubbles. I see what you did there, Fujimoto. I see you, I see you, I see what you did there. Ignores and walks away again. Huh. He really is burning. How incredibly powerful. That Acne guy is like a god. Huh? He's the hero. I can't speak for his personality, but aside from his being naked, he is visually amazing. Oh shit. Who is this? Judah? Because Judah is the only one who was thrown away in the train in the previous chapters. From the posture, it definitely looks like Judah. From the hair, it also looks like Judah. No? Camera girl, get them both. You're out of my way. No, if I move, you'll burn down my nation. Who are you? Who are you? And another person comes in the back. Acne looks. I'm a regenerative bliss. Like my little sister, Acne says. A man named Doma burned us, and our village with flames that never extinguish. My sister was reduced to ashes, but I survived, only to remain on fire. And Togata, obviously, listening to this. A tale of revenge. Huh? But when I saw you, I thought, maybe after my sister became ash, she slowly regenerated from the flames like I did, but did so without her memories, forgetting everything. You're Luna, aren't you? You look just like her. You're her spitting image. Interesting. I wonder if Luna... Well, no, wait, no, that can't be right. No. I was about to say, what if Luna is from like a separate kind? Like you know, the usual trope, like the whole comes from a village that, you know, or a tribe that looks very similar from one another, but that cannot be the case because Luna is Agni's sister, blood related sister, in fact. So I guess this is also a case of a person who is desperately seeking the truth. Talking about Agni, not seeking the truth, but he is seeking an answer to a question that he already knows the answer of. Luna is long dead. He is just trying to find excuses, basically to fuel, to give him hope that Luna is alive. And it's kind of sad if you think about it, because he is basically seeing all of these different people with the same traits and look as Luna, but they're not Luna. It's kind of sad if you think about it, right? Agni is basically looking for Luna in all of these people, in all of these person. Kind of slowly getting a better understanding of Agni's character, which I really, really love. Tell me, do you remember me? At least a little? Oh, I know. The story about going to the river. How the water was cold, and how it was possible for cold to feel good. Luna would know that. Poor dear. With a body like yours, you ought to know. The parts that turn to ash will never regenerate. People can't come back from the dead. But your face and voice are just like Luna's. I have my own life. I've lived for 130 years under the name Judah. I'm not your little sister. That is Judah. the flaming man who burns everything to ash. Your very existence frightens my people. If one of your embers flew into my nation, it would reduce it to ash. The simple act of your leaving breeds fear. If you want to see your little sister so badly, just die. Then die. Yeah. Your little sister doesn't want to be avenged. You've burned countless people to death. Don't you feel the least bit guilty? Your burning body is in so much pain that you've lost your mind. And I love that Fujimoto is showcasing this, slowly, literally and figuratively burning Luna's image away. And we don't see his emotion, we're only seeing his back. It's perfect, says Togata. His beloved sister has been turned to ash, his body now engulfed in the flames of revenge, lives only for vengeance. Too bad his enemy ends up looking just like his little sister. Yeah. It's a very deliberate choice by Fujimoto to make Judah look very similar to Luna. And I guess it's also I don't know, again, I don't know where the story is gonna go in its direction, but I feel like Judah is like a good way. Judah is like a good way for Acne to basically face his past and move on. By facing Judah, right? I mean, the fact that Judah looks like Luna is a deliberate choice by Fujimoto in doing so. If Acne wants to move on, he has to face Judah, because Judah will constantly remind him of Luna. Neneto is looking at Togata like, what? Cool. For the camera, all that's left is for me to direct this. Can't speak today. All that's left for me is to direct his catharsis. Camera girl, I'm going to start acting now, so make sure you're rolling. Acting? Chapter 13. What do you want? You don't have your artificial skeleton anymore, so you're nothing now. That's right, because, yeah. Punches her. She falls. Togata takes her sword, slices her arm. And as she is about to scream, what is this? We're getting a flashback? Stop! Cuts her head, plops to the ground. I'm going to throw this into the ocean to kill her. What? She said all those mean things to you. She's a total buzzkill, so we gotta axe her. Don't. Why not? It's not like she's your sister. Exactly. She's not your sister, so why not? Doesn't matter. Just don't do it. Too late. What? Wait. Again. Acne needs to face Judah if he wants to move on, but obviously Judah cannot die right now because Acne has not moved on yet. But if you catch me, I'll stop. You're crazy! Idiot! Wait! Brrr, here he comes! Get back here! Hey! Who is this chick? Take that! And that! Sploosh splash! Knock it off! Haha! It's evaporating right away. Hey! I'll kill you! Come on! I saved you! You... This is fun, morbid, and very dark, but fun. Basic Fujimoto in a nutshell. Those two are nuts. I love this panel right here, on the left. There's so many contrasting things in this panel. I love it. A burning man at sea, chasing down a woman, happily holding a headless person. Cool. Ah, and there it is. Hey, give Luna to me. Give her back. It's not Luna, it's Judah. I know that. Now give her back. Oh, Agni. Fine. Catch. Sploosh. But he can't touch it. Too dangerous. Oh, Agni, what? Such an interesting character that Fujimoto created. My flames are too dangerous. You have to go in and get Luna for me. Not Luna. Judah. But... And Togata, emotionless, stares at Agni. Well, what are you gonna do, Agni? What are you gonna do? She could be Luna. The denial. Maybe there's a bliss that brings people back from the dead, and then Luna would be alive again. She doesn't remember anything. She could be Luna. Because she has her face. There are no blessed who can bring back the dead. Though people in this day and age do think of blessings as miracles and magic. She has her hair too. Her hair. If your little sister were alive, you would quit seeking revenge. Right? Is that what you want? Is that all your anger amounts to? And Agni quickly changes his mood. He changes his expressions. Now he's angry. The man who killed Luna is still alive. I couldn't even lay a finger on Doma, and then he had the gall to apologize to me. He said he'd do anything I wanted except die. He's making a mockery of Luna and me. All I want is for him to die. And there he is, thinking he has a right to live. I'm going to kill him. Alright. I've heard you. So let's make a deal. I've been alive for 300 years thanks to my power of regeneration. I'm strong. The reason you're not only ahead right now is because I killed all of the soldiers who had been keeping you captive. Not bad, right? And I've got 300 years worth of knowledge. I'll make it so you're able to kill Doma by your own hand. But in return, you have to let me film your progress up to that moment. Film? Until you kill Doma, I'll be your shadow. I'll direct, and you kill. You listen to what I ask of you, and then you kill him. Got it? I'll be the director, you'll be the hero. She will take care of the camera work, and Doma will be the villain. Luna! I mean, Judah. What about Judah? I'll save her. It's important the actor and director get along. Alright. I'll be your hero. Great panel. Chapter 14. Judah is back, regenerated, naked, obviously. Good morning. Cold. These are clothes from the soldier I killed. You must be cold, so I'll give them to you. No need to thank me. Take the tunnel back to the nation you came from. While you walk, I want you to think about your own stupidity. After I'd killed you on the train, you should have gone back to your nation to ask for backup. Now you're alone and can't do a lick about Fireman. Did you really think you could convince him with words? You have to work on your imagination. Okay, now get going. But don't you dare look back. Not until you've left the tunnel. And Judah walks away, butt naked and all. Togata, you're late. And I'm freezing. Give me a sweater. Everybody listen up. We're heading to base camp now. There we'll prepare for killing Doma. Okay then. My hero, you can't ride in the car, so you're walking with me. What good will going to your base camp do? Why can't I just kill Doma right now? Did you burn your brain too? If you're serious about getting revenge, then cool your head. Okay. The enemy is many. We're just 2 people. Besides, we don't even know where Doma is. Plus, you're still not strong enough, so we need to prepare you. Excuse me, but I think the battery's running low. What? Seriously? What do you mean, prepare me? Prepare as in prepare. Can I get in the car? Don't ask permission for every little thing. Hop in if you want. Hey, what is preparing myself going to entail? I'll talk about it later. It's saying the battery's going to die. What kind of preparation do I need in order to kill Doma? Shut up already. Blah 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 blah. You're killing the face. You're killing the pace here. We need to keep things fresh and moving in forward direction. I explain yada yada yada. What are you talking about? The hero listens and agrees. We're walking to my base camp. We'll cut this scene of us walking up hours to cross the long distance. And we're here. Okay. I'll add a heavy bass sound to make it impressive. I'll add that sound effect on editing. We've arrived. This is my base camp. An abandoned village with nobody in it. How do you like that? Really picks up the pace, doesn't it? You are so dumb. I've got a name for you. I got a name, you know, sorry. You are to call me Director. Hey, Director. What is it, fireman? How am I going to prepare myself to kill Doma? We're going to give you an upgrade. With the way you are now, you can't go to Vihimdork. You're completely naked and on fire, so you'd bring attention to yourself and your embers could go anywhere, so it's dangerous. In order to confine your flames, I'm going to make you clothes you can wear. Does such a thing exist? When you were just a head, you were wrapped in something called fireproof cloth, but it was a cheap knockoff. Real fireproof cloth is a kind of material made for going into space. A spacesuit. For some reason, there were a ton of spacesuits under this here factory, so I'll make you an outfit out of that. You can't go walking around naked forever. What's space? I'll explain later. After that, I'm going to teach you martial arts. There aren't that many martial arts left in the world. The least you can do is learn them to overpower your enemy. I'll give you clothes and fighting skills. In exchange, what I want from you is canned food. Wonderful find. We'll die if you don't eat. Camera girl, are you? It's Neneto. My apologies. I'm Dats. He's Neodera. Finally, some new names. Also, where the fuck is my boy's son? He's been gone for like a few chapters. That's a Neodera. What kind of deal did you make with Togata? We do whatever she tells us to in exchange for her protection from outside enemies. Outside enemies? From Bihimdork and other bad people. Sounds like me. Oh, I found more. Wonderful. Where I live, men's orders are absolute. When I turned 13, I was to start having babies. Ouch. In my village that was common sense, but it never made any sense to me. So I ran away. Interesting. But while on the run, I got captured by Bihimdork. That's where Togata saved me. Oh, even more. I want to live in a way that makes sense for me. That's a wonderful goal. We're men who are in love with each other. Oh, okay then. W representation. Unlike that sick fuck who wants to see people have sex with his fucking dog. I don't know what the fuck Fujimoto was thinking. We're men who are in love with each other. Okay. We used to live in Bihimdork, but homosexuality is not accepted there. Ah, okay, so Bihimdork is a bunch of homophobic pieces of shit. Okay, good to know, good to know. So we also ran away. Popular opinion can be a scary thing. That is true. All people have their own individual principles and positions, but when mob mentality happens, popular opinions trumps all. True. Those who don't want to just follow popular opinion either run away, as we did, or have no choice but to act as though they've swallowed popular opinion too. Cool. Great set of dialogue. I love that. And then we cut to here. Act. Yep. Act. I'm going to have you act for me. This way, people will easily understand your story so it has a cathartic effect on them. So, sorry to cut here, but we are in agreement that Togata is basically Fujimoto, right? We are in agreement that Togata is basically the author's self-insert into this world. Not literally, but Togata is basically Fujimoto and us, the audience, you know, the people who understands the meta narrative and the context behind this. Togata is basically saying, hey, we're going to make you an actual character, so when things happen, you're going to get very emotional. That's basically it. There are a number of scenes with the hero that I want to film. Let's see. First, a scene where the hero thinks about the villain and erupts in a rage. It's a scene that will make the audience understand just how much the hero loved his sister. A scene where we get to see the hero's weakness. Not really the Dark Night of the Soul, but kind of. The Dark Night of the Soul is in storytelling, it's basically the moment when the hero is at their lowest point, and it usually follows the build-up of the hero coming back and standing up again and basically facing the conflict. And it usually happens in like the end of the second act and the beginning of the third act, so not really that, but in a way it kind of is. Wait, by act, you mean I have to act? That's right. In fact, you're going to have a camera on you 24/7 starting today. Constantly, so I want you to act. Oh, I know. Act like a person whose body and heart are burning with revenge. We have to make your motivation as easy to follow as possible. We'll take the stance that nothing but revenge matters at this point, and we'll communicate how sometimes the sheer pain of your burning body makes you hallucinate your little sister. Oh god. That should add some realism. You can't be serious. I could never act out something like that. But you are though. You don't need to act, you're basically doing that. Naughty, naughty. The director's orders are absolute. See if I care. Hey, where are you going? Oh. Hello. Hey. Do you know Sun? Oh my god, we're finally talking about Sun. You people left him and beat him, dork. Like, come on, dude. You left his ass there. Sun says you're a god. I know you're not, but your son's guardian, you know? Aren't you worried about him? His legs got cut off by a pervert. Don't you maybe want to, you know, go help him or something? No, I don't. I don't care at all. He's so cold. Nice irony there. Yeah, I was about to say. Calling a guy who's on fire cold was a good one. Thank you, Togata. call me Director. Fireman, where are you going? My name isn't Fireman. It's Acne, which is also kind of ironic. You're running away? Is this all your thirst for revenge amounts to? Shut up. You can stand the pain of the flames, but you can't act? Is that what it is? Be quiet already. You said you'd do anything if it meant killing Doma. What? No, I didn't. Oh? Are you sure you didn't? Yeah, I'm sure. But you did. No, I didn't. You sure about that? Yes, I'm sure. Is she just gonna play back like a recording of him saying that? Please be the case. I'll do anything if it means killing Doma. And cut. Your acting stinks, by the way. On second thought, I guess you don't have to say I'll do anything. Whatever it takes to kill Doma, let's go with that instead. Fine. 3, 2, 1, action! Good. Now clench a fistful of snow. Shh. Whatever it takes, I'll kill Doma. Whatever it takes. That's the end of the chapter. I kind of like that. I like the fact that we are playing with what is real and what is not real. Oh, it's such a good combination, and I can definitely see where Fujimoto came from, especially after reading his latest one-shot, Goodbye Eri, which I'm not gonna spoil, but it deals with film in a way that I find very interesting and endearing, and I can definitely see glimpses of that in here. Fujimoto is playing a lot with the camera, not really the camera, but the paneling and the dialogue, basically. Again, the chances of Fire Punch getting an anime is slim at the moment, but with the success of Chainsaw Man, that could be a possibility, and I feel like if Fire Punch do in fact get an anime adaptation, it would be really fun, especially during scenes like this where it would play around between like the cam footage that Togata is playing and the actuality of that scene itself. Alright then. Where are we? Okay then. Chapter 15. Back in Behemdork prison. Son, oh, we're finally going to see Son again. Son, starting today, this will be your home. What the f- Yeah, you're basically batteries. You're going to power the entire city. Good luck with that. Here we have the Bless, who release starchy body fluid. It's thanks to them that the people don't starve. Over there are the Bless who produce fire. We convert their heat into energy. Next to them are the Bless who release iron. I'm generalizing, as everyone releases a different variety and concentration. There are many others too, but there's only one other Bless like you, son. He also can produce electricity. There aren't many electricity type blessed. Every person here is precious firewood that supports Behemdorf. Yeah, your fuel, right? Your fuel. Without the firewood, the fire would go out and the people would freeze to death. So from now on, you'll be firewood too, son. Man, this is some crazy shit. But I want you to rest at ease. We'll be feeding you constant supply of nutrients through this tube so you don't die. As long as you don't get sick, you should survive to the age of 30. Well, I'm leaving now. Good luck. Oh good. I was the only one producing electricity all this time. But perhaps now my workload will lighten a little. What's going to happen to me now? But how cruel to think that a child is to be put through this. Oh Lord, bestow your flame of mercy upon this child. It hurts! Ah! Pain and suffering, ladies and gentlemen, pain and suffering. I'll tell you what that is. They feed us something painful through the tubes in our necks, and it wrings our blessing out of us. The pain is something you won't get used to, but it's okay. Someday we'll die, and then the pain will go away. My body hurt like it was on fire. When I awoke, the extraordinary pain, my first day began. All day, crying voices filled the room. When the people came in at midday, to take away our waste, we knew that the day was half over. The only time it didn't hurt was for 4 hours, during which we slept. Whenever I'm about to fall asleep, I have a vision of God coming in my sleep form and shooting me right in the head with a gun. And then I die and go to sweet, warm heaven. How nice. That'd be the best. I've had that vision before too. Mr. Agne's hands are on fire, so he can't carry a gun. There he goes again, talking about Mr. Agni. Somebody shut that kid up. Son, that story's getting old. We're all tired of it. Mr. Agni is a god, and he's going to rescue me from this place. Why would a god like Mr. Agni come to this shithole and save you? No reason. But if I ask, he'll come and save me. Because he's a god. You're lying. Guys like him don't exist. I could understand if you did it in exchange for your letting him fuck you in the ass, but I'm not lying. He really does exist. We should go to sleep now. But do you even hear yourself? You don't have any legs. You can't move. So why should he save you? But Mr. Agni will come. Stop it with the delusions. We're firewood. Love this panel. From far away, they just look like batteries. They just look like basically not human, but yeah, batteries, fuel to basically keep the city going. They're going to use us up until we die. Nobody's going to confront Behemdorf to save us. All we can hope for here is death. I'm not firewood. None of us are. We're people. When I was first captured by Behemdork, I'd given up all hope. I was freezing, and my body was stiff from the cold. I was carried around like a piece of cargo. I thought the way you all do now, there was no hope for me. And then I was about to be shot. I prayed to God, and a man whose entire body was on fire walked up to me. That was Mr. Acne. A bless whose entire body is flames. Flames. Keep it down, I can't get to sleep. Mr. Acme protected me and let the gunfire hit himself instead. Even though he was bleeding and fell down, he kept getting right back up again. He clenched his fists and fought. Even though I don't have legs, and my body will hurt tomorrow like it's on fire. I think of Mr. Acne and how his body was torn apart again and again, and literally on fire. But still, he got back up and fought. He was suffering from so much more pain than us. Right now, we have to deal with all of this, but it's okay. If we pray to Mr. Acne someday, he'll come save us. Because Mr. Acne's a god. And then he goes to sleep. I'm sorry. I'll go to sleep now. Closes his eyes. Hey. You got any other stories about him? Wanna hear? Yeah. Me too. Please tell us another one. Even if it's not true, I wanna hear about it. But now I'm tired. Mr. Acne never sleeps. Because he's a god. He doesn't have to. And that's not all. Okay, I'm gonna talk a bit about this entire sequence a bit before we move on. I love to see sequence this moment right now. It's about showcasing how people are in their lowest depths, right? They are literally in the dark. They are in pain, in agony, and they are basically hopeless. There is no hope for them. Their entire lives, they are living as batteries. And then Sun comes in and tells a story about acne. And again, it goes to show it doesn't matter if the story is real or not. And this doesn't apply to just this. This applies to everything else. A good story can change people. It can give them hope, right? Depending on the message. Sun telling the story about acne, we as an audience know it is true, but for them, for everybody else there, they don't know about it. And at the end of the day, does it matter? It doesn't matter if it's real or not, is it? As long as it's able to fuel them, to give them hope. Because that is what they need. They needed hope. They need comfort. They need to cling on this hope, even if it is untrue, even if it is false. If it's hope and they choose to believe it, it can keep a person going. And again, I was about to say Chainsaw Man, Fire Punch again, from like the beginning chapters, I've mentioned this. There's a lot of faith and underlying tones of religion in this story. Not in your face, but it is there. And Acne being seen as a god is one of those examples. And this is an example of basically it. And again, it talks about, yeah, like, even if you don't believe it's 100% true, and again, this is a topic that I actually don't want to dive deep because I don't want to talk about religion all that much in the channel, but it is a commentary nonetheless. You follow a religion because you have faith in that religion. You believe that whatever holy and religious textbook that you are reading right now in those religion is true. You choose to believe it is true. And that faith of it being true till the very end of your life is what drives a lot of people to cling on to that faith. Again, I'm not going to dive deeper into it. Just want to briefly talk about it because it is something that Fire Punch has touched on in multiple different ways. And I feel like this moment right here is a prime good example of it. And I love it. Alright, moving on. Screaming, screaming, screaming. Huh? What the? Goes down. Finds Acne. Bring the camera. You have 40 seconds. Yes, ma'am. Does it hurt too much to sleep? I could never do what you do. Living through all the pain of being burned alive. I hate having to deal with that stuff. Ooh, this is a different side of Togata that we don't really get to see. Interesting. 40 seconds of Togata, basically. Showing a different side of her. Go now. I'm fine. I'm fine. No. When the camera gets here, I'm going to record you. So scream like you just did one more time. It was fascinating. Okay, maybe not. Maybe Togata is a freak after all. Enjoying the pain and suffering of everybody else. You said you'd kill Doma no matter what. Remember? Acne says, I know that. Takes a smoke. Do you have any way to ease the pain? When I'm thinking about something, it hurts a little less. After we film you screaming into the camera, let's do some studying, you and I. It'll lessen the pain a little. I know, I've got just the thing. Let's study English. English. English? No. English. And that's the end of chapter 15. Was it right? Okay then, chapter 16. Whoosh! bam. Teaching about martial arts, as they were talking about previously, maybe. Rule number 1 for fighting a regenerative bless. Yep. No matter what, protect your head. Once your head's gone, you can't think, and regeneration takes longer. Alternatively, so long as you keep your head, you can always regenerate your arms and legs. Now that you know that, try to defeat me. I'm wearing fireproof clothing, so I'll be fine. Fujimoto, you... I love how we basically made a hard cut between them learning about martial arts and then penis. 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 No. Penis. What does it mean? A dick. Black anus. Baraku anus. Baraku anus. Black anus, meaning a black asshole. Juxtaposing it again with the martial arts and the fighting combat and whatever, the training, okay? Come on, try focusing on your concentration like I thought you. Rule number 2 for fighting as a regenerative bless. If you focus your concentration on a certain part you want to regenerate, you can speed up its process. Since you have a strong regenerative ability, fireman, make sure you remember that. Dick. Dick, meaning penis. Is there any point to all of this? It hurts less when you're thinking about something, right? Well, if you learn English, you'll also be able to enjoy American movies. Asshole. First, tell me what it means. Right. Rule number 3. Run until your joints give out. You'll regenerate right away anyway. Do that and you'll get even faster. At least a little. Oh, shit. Fuck. Shit. If this got an anime adaptation, this scene is basically the this is going to be a very funny training montage, because you're basically juxtaposing between them actually training and them talking about sex jokes. Nice work, Fujimoto. Rule number 4. If the enemy has a gun, approach him, crouch down like this. Or sex. Bullets are surprisingly easy to avoid if you just keep an eye on them. In a movie called The Matrix, anal sex is, you throw a knife like this. There are lots of ways to use a vibrator. You use your elbow like this. Can you jerk off? Try to avoid these. Come on. I bet. Excuse me, what? I read it and Oh god. I bet the cum that shoots out would be on fire too. Avoid them, come on. It'd be a fire wank. Fujimoto. Oh god. Again, great sequence. The day after tomorrow, we're going to kill Doma. Oh, I thought she was going to make a reference to The Day After Tomorrow movie. Which is... yeah, The Day After Tomorrow, shit. It's a movie where, yeah, basically the climate changes and the world basically, well, not the world, but most of the world, America at least, got frozen. And yeah, if you watch The Day After Tomorrow, yeah, it's a movie about where basically the Earth got to witness like a second ice age or whatever, or at least like a certain part of the Earth, like America. I made your suit for you, and I taught you the basics of fighting. So it's finally come. It finally has. Look into the camera, right into it, and say it with determination, like you mean to have your revenge. As long as I can kill Doma, I don't care about anything else. I'll do whatever it takes. Why, Togata? I mean, director, why film me? I'm not very interesting. Oh, sorry, that was Agnes talking. I thought it was Neneto. Sorry, my mistake. Why, Togata? I mean, director, why film me? I'm not very interesting. I think it'd be more interesting if you shot a film where you're the hero. I never say anything interesting, and I can't fight like you. All I do is get mad. Drops the cigarette. A fire goes out without firewood. People are the same way. You can't keep going without the fuel to live. That was a line from a movie. I don't remember which one though. Wait, it is from a movie? Wait a minute. Hang on. Nope. I cannot seem to find anything related to that quote. I tried Google and I tried everything, but I couldn't find it. Regenerative bless can live for a long time. They last a long time and starvation doesn't affect them. In this cold world, they're the strongest things. But the longer they live, the more apathetic they become. So a lot of them commit suicide around the age of 100. I don't know why though. The reason I've been able to live for 300 years is thanks to movies. Movies are incredible. They tell all sorts of stories. They meet all kinds of characters. Anything can happen in them. A black man can be killed due to discrimination. A life can go down the drain due to drugs. Someone can shoot their own child to death. As long as it's interesting, anything goes in movies. Movies are interesting, but recently, no matter how many times I rewatch them, they don't conjure up any emotion in me. Plus, the fact that they've been all burned. But for me, seeing and meeting you, got my heart pounding and excited for the first time in a long time. Your face, body, your weakness, everything. I've fallen for them. Since it's my movie, I made the person I fell for the main character. That's why you're the hero. Nice. Acne seems flustered, doesn't know what to say. I see. Okay. Cuts back to Judah. Judah, try to move your hand. Does your artificial skeleton feel off in any way? I want to smoke. Go right ahead. Did you see my little brother during his last moments? I'm sorry. Rumor has it Ivan and Simon. Rumor has it Ivan and Simon were killed by the Flaming Man too. The people are afraid now that their immortal heroes are dead. They're raising their voices in anger, demanding to know who was responsible. Jack! Judah! What is it? Well, I wasn't a courier, but there was a crazy person mixed in with the last shipment of slaves. Somebody's been shot in the head and died. How terrible! Boom. That's the person who killed Ivan and Simon. What? Yup, I'm the person who killed Ivan and Simon. And now I have a proposal. What do you mean? What do you mean? Let's all kill the firemen together. What do you mean? Was it all a lie? No. I think when it comes to Togata, Togata is the director. Again, she is the director. She is the person in charge. She's the one basically pulling the strings. She wants to make a movie. So obviously she is going to push everybody in her own direction. That is obvious. The things she said with Acne is very genuine in my opinion, and I don't see anything wrong with that. Her coming in here and talking to Judah and I forgot the name of the dude, but it's the pedophile who wants to see people get fucked with fucking dogs. Togata is very much a wild card in that regard. So it's not a matter of her betraying Acne. I mean, kind of, but not really. But anyways, let's move on. Chapter 17. Tomorrow morning, Fireman and I will be coming here to Bihimdork. You and everyone in this country will be burned to death by its flames that never extinguish. Since the buildings here are packed so tightly together, the flames will surely spread quickly, burning everything to the ground. But it's okay. Tomorrow morning, here in Bihimdork, I'll help you kill Fireman. I'll lure Fireman to the designated spot so Doma can kill him. You! Judah, she killed Ivan. Yes. Oh, and another thing. Let me see Doma. Where is he? Doma! Oh, and if you try to kill me, this is what will happen. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Okay. Boom, smashes. Very cool. Not a flinch. Just standing upright. I've set up bombs all over the country. The one I just detonated was in a building with nobody in it, so no one's been hurt. Probably. If you try to kill me or disobey me, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 bam, 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 bam. Like that. Jack, she's not right in the head. Don't try anything and just do as she says. Yeah, basically. You, whose little brother I killed. For the sake of your people's safety, work with your soldiers to track down all the bombs. I'm sure it won't take you more than a half a day, so during that time I'll be going home. Luna, I mean, you who looks like Fireman's little sister. Bring me to see Doma. Great transition, by the way. Bring me to see Doma. And I can just hear the sound effect of the prison bar basically shutting down. Let me out, Judah, let me out, please. Oh no, she is not inside the prison bar. I thought they immediately arrest her. Okay then, my expectations subverted. Great job, Fujimoto. Judah. That's Doma. This is the hero's arch nemesis. This is Doma. I love how disappointed she is. I want to go back. Let me go back. He's got no appeal as an arch nemesis. Isn't Doma supposed to be a super evil guy who'd stick his tongue out and laugh? The guy who's always raping women? Doma is a man who lived justly. He made schools and taught classes, but a sickness in his soul has reduced him to this. Even if Fireman kills this guy, it won't bring anyone any catharsis. You know the best part about Fire Punch, in my opinion? I don't have to talk anything. I don't have to discuss anything. Because all of my thoughts and opinions is basically being said by Togata right now, so I don't really need to say anything. Thank you, Fujimoto. Thank you. It won't bring closure to have this good-natured, crazy, bearded old guy killed. True. He burned out before the hero could burn him. So cruel. It's so cruel. My movie's an entire waste of time now. It's all that bearded geezer's fault. I didn't do anything wrong. Now who will kill Fireman? I will. That's so sweet, but I want him to be killed by a more impressive bless. Ooh. By a more impressive bless. Oof. That's gotta hurt. You killed all the other capable fighters. Ivan and Simon too. Oh, come on, don't blame me. Love that. Aren't there any other blessed lying around somewhere? Yeah, you. We keep a particularly dangerous bless down below. Oh. If you can keep a tight rein on them, they'll be sure to kill Fireman. They're going down. First, have the dangerous bless swallow these explosives. Here they are. Second, if they disobey orders, get them to listen to you by by threatening them with detonating the bombs. Here's the detonator. Third, have them kill Fireman. That is all. How serious are you about all this? I don't get what's going through your head. Fireman is your friend, isn't he? You don't have to worry about that at all. If you just do as I say, you'll be able to kill Fireman no problemo. That look of doubt in Judah. Don't worry. I really do want Fireman killed. I'm filming a movie. But there's just one problem. Once Fireman kills Doma and has his revenge, it won't be interesting anymore. It'll become a super boring story. It's not interesting unless you have the guy lose and suffer before winning in the end. I'm sure Fireman suffered an awful lot so far, but since I didn't capture any of it on tape, it has no meaning. I love Fireman, so I want to film him when he's failing and suffering. That makes it way more interesting. And this is what I was talking about, the Dark Night of the Soul. It's not gonna happen now, obviously, but it's gonna happen later on. Judah seems like, what the fuck is this fucking crazy ass bitch talking about? We're here. Here are the bless that were too much for me or Simon to handle. In Behemdork, if you're found to be a bless, you're either made into firewood or executed for fear that you will harm the people of the nation. These are the latter, condemned criminals who are powerful bless. Chapter 18. Dida. He possesses the blessing of making his muscles stronger. He killed several women who weren't slaves as well as 30 soldiers. Nice and simple, he's hired. Kalu. He can manipulate the wind so he can fly. He shaved the faces off 17 children just for fun. Wow, harsh. He's fired. Fugaitai, a bless who can manipulate all iron within his field of vision. He killed hundreds of soldiers in an attempt to take over Behemdork. Sounds strong. Hired. Don't kill the ones that I've hired. Have them fight Fireman tomorrow instead. Oh, and another thing. Let's make one of them be Doma. They'll die the moment Fireman's flames touch them. How are they supposed to fight? Don't worry. We're going to upgrade all of them. A shot of the sewers. Going down to the sewers. You guys moved into the ruins of the old city. Behemdork first got its name 150 years ago, right? I used to live here 200 years ago myself. So I may be just a smidge more familiar with it than you here. Than you are. Sorry. Here. It's just a wall. Wait and watch. Alohomora. Surprise? Or not. This place was my secret hideout 200 years ago. I got a ton of old world weaponry and stuff I collected out of interest. Wow, it's almost all broken. Look! Over there. This way. Aha! Score! We'll take this. Oh, and this too. But this isn't broken. Oh shit, what is it? What is it? There's a big shadow. What is it? A power suit they used in the old days. If you wear this, Fireman's flames won't affect you. It'll make you super strong. Put this on one of those guys. Why do you have something like this? Because I've lived a long life. You. How much do you know about this world? A good amount. I know that you're fighting an imaginary enemy called the Ice Witch. Oh. The Ice Witch. The Ice Witch was a fabricated lie. So what? It's just global. Is this just an effect of like climate change? And I love the way that Togata is talking like right now. The way Fujimoto is drawing her, tilting her head. I know that you're fighting an imaginary enemy called the Ice Witch, and that Behemdorf's king has been elevated to god. It must be hard keeping up the act of there being a non-existent enemy and non-existent king. Making a common enemy that's easy to comprehend as well as leading the people like organized religion is a good idea. In this world filled without education, everybody would believe it easily enough. Even if you reveal the truth that the world has simply entered an ice age, there's just no hope. I like your lie. It's interesting. So tell me, how much longer can mankind survive in this world? How much longer do I have to keep acting? The temperature only continues to drop, and spring's never coming. I'd say about another 20 or 50 years before humanity is completely screwed. If I can complete my movie by then, I don't care. Well, my business here is done, so I'm going home. If you try to kill me on my way back home, I'll be going out with a bang. See ya, Miss Religious Leader. Again, the religious undertone. Tomorrow is going to be awesome. Oh, and that's the end of the volume. Acne is readying up, clenching his fist. That's the end of Fire Punch Volume 2. So, that is it for Fire Punch Volume 2. It's complete. Again, I enjoyed it. It's pretty good. Just by Tatsuki Fujimoto. Of course it's gonna be good. Togata remains as my favorite character in this entire manga for now. She's definitely the most interesting. She is definitely the one that is moving the plot forward in a sense, and not to discredit Acne for being a bad protagonist, because he's not. He's a good protagonist. I love his character as well, and we are slowly kind of developing him more and more. But Togata, in my opinion, is a far more interesting character than Acne. Maybe not as well written, but definitely way more interesting. And it goes to show that, yeah, everybody in this manga so far has been like fantastically written characters all around. I love them a lot. Some of the religious and some of the religious and faith undertones in this story is definitely prevalent, and it's definitely there. And the fact that we focus on it a lot in these sets of chapters, especially towards the end here, where they're basically saying, yeah, those things that you were talking about, like the ice witch and whatever, yeah, that's a lie. You just made it up so that the people can have something to, you know, to fear or to cling on to something, you know. And it's kind of, again, it's a contrast between the two ideals, between the people who are believing in acne, who is being taught as a god that will save them, and then the ice witch, which is a fake. Sorry, I sneezed there. But again, as I was saying, there's a difference between acne, who is a real thing, a real person being talked to as this god, and then the ice witch, who is a fake being that is being fed to the people as lies, basically making them fear. So there's one lie that is making people fear, and then there's one truth that is giving people hope. I love that aspect of the story. Cannot wait for Fujimoto to basically further expand on it. And yeah, it's been going great. It's been a really fun ride. I enjoyed it a lot. Finally get to see Sun in a horrible position, but we get to see him either way. So yeah. Still don't know what Togata is planning on later on in the show. Sorry, in the manga. But she is a wild card, and I see no ill will from her. She's basically just doing what she wants to do. You know, she's just trying to make a movie and whatever. But yeah. But it will definitely be interesting, and I cannot wait to see how Fujimoto is going to handle her character, and Agni's character, and Judah's character. Those three characters are right now my three main characters that I'm looking forward to later on. And I honestly, I cannot wait to see how all of this plays out. That is it for Fire Punch Volume 2. I'm probably going to be doing the first half of Volume 3 next time. So yeah, look forward to that. And last but not least, if you do enjoy my reaction, hit the like, subscribe if you haven't already. And early access is available on Patreon. Forgot to mention that. So yeah, thank you all so much, and I will see you all next time. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care, guys.